Hello and welcome back. I'm Dr. Lori Williams. Today I want to talk to you about what is radical responsibility. I talk about radical responsibility and taking radical responsibility in a lot of my posts and my videos, and I had a viewer reach out to me and ask me what exactly do I mean by that. So I wanted to do a quick video just to clarify exactly what I mean by radical responsibility and what it means to take radical responsibility in your life. Essentially, to make this very simple, essentially I mean that you take responsibility for absolutely everything in your life. No one is doing anything to you. Nothing is happening to you. Everything has a purpose. Everything is for your exponential growth and involvement. And that's it. So it's not about anyone else. It's about bringing everything that's going on in your internal life, meaning like inside, externally, the people, the situations around you. And it's about bringing it all back to you for you to be able to learn and grow from. This being able to take radical responsibility in all areas of your life is going to be your greatest, your biggest ability for growth. When we get stuck in the victim mentality, it's always an us versus them. It's this person's doing this to me. This, this experience that I went through has hurt me, or whatever it is. And it's all the stories that we tell ourselves that keep us stuck in victim mentality. There's going to be absolutely no growth when you're in victim mentality, and that's why it's so important for you to be able to move past the victim mindset and into taking radical responsibility. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's say hypothetically, if I'm in conflict with someone either at work, in my family, something like that. The person who's in victim mentality is going to be sitting there thinking of all the ways the other person is at fault. Radical responsibility isn't about blaming. It's not about shaming. It's not about me versus you. It's okay, this is what's going on in my life. What is this telling me? What is this telling me as far as who I am? About, why am I experiencing this? What growth opportunities do I have from this? I guarantee you everything that is going on in your life externally is going to be leading to your improvement in some way, shape, or form. I guarantee it. So taking radical responsibility looks like, okay, so, I'm in conflict with this family member, and, I feel as though this person doesn't hear me. So maybe I'm spending too much time talking, and maybe I'm spending too much time trying to be seen and validated by someone else. Okay, cool. Now I'm aware of that. I'm trying to get this person to see me and to hear me, and essentially to validate me. But the truth of it is you don't need people outside of you to do that. You need to learn to do that for yourself. So that's the lesson in that. The lesson in that is that, hey, I got to start validating myself. I need to start valuing myself, trusting myself, which is a big one, and just knowing that I don't need other people outside of me to hear me or to see me or to include me in things, because I do that for myself. It's not anybody else's job other than mine to do that for myself. It could also look like, I'm spending all the time, going to visit this person, and I include them in everything, but they don't include me in anything. So somebody who's taking radical responsibility would be like, okay, why am I including this person in everything? At the cost of myself. What is it that I'm trying to gain from them? Is it that I'm trying to gain their love? Is it that I'm trying to gain their acceptance? Again, that's showing you, if you're looking outside of yourself for something, it's because you're not giving it to yourself. You are meant to be your greatest love story. You are meant to be the greatest relationship that you have, and every relationship outside of you is just telling you where the relationship with yourself is either lacking or thriving, because all your good relationships are showing you where the relationship with yourself is thriving. So this is why radical responsibility is needed and why it's so important. And it really isn't that hard. When you get into doing it, you're only going to want to take radical responsibility. And it's, like I said, it's not about blaming. It's not about shaming. It's like, oh, how can I blame myself for this? But no, it's like, okay, how can I learn and grow from this? How can I make sure that I can learn the lesson that I need to, because spoiler alert, if you don't learn the lesson that you need to, the exact same lesson is going to start showing up in more than one way, probably through like maybe 2 or 3 or 4 different relationships, however many relationships it needs in order for you to learn that lesson. It's not going to stop showing up in your life. It might be different people, it might be different experiences, but the end result is still the same. You're sitting there in this relationship being hurt and not understanding why. And it's because you're not taking radical responsibility. When you start taking radical responsibility, everything changes. This is where your growth is. This is where your evolution is. And this is where you should be focusing. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you back here next time.